Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Marvel's Midnight Suns, where today we are heading into the old greenhouse, the haunted old greenhouse. Granted, it's haunted by us. We are the haunting. But still, spooky. Still, my teeth are chattering, the hairs on my arms are standing up, right? It's kind of spooky in here a little bit.
You've almost retraced Wanda's steps, Hunter. Which means it's probably time I was honest with you. Things got a bit messy at this point. It was here that Wanda hit a wall, in the literal sense. The gates sealing off your mother's garden seemed all but impervious to any attempt we made at opening them.
You would not have given up that easily.
Of course not. Wanda was hesitant, but I was emboldened by just how close she had come to succeeding. I strongly encouraged her to keep trying. If I had only stopped to consider the risks. But no. With my guidance, she attempted to use the moon seal from Set's trial to force open the gate.
You of all people should have known better.
I realize that now. But hindsight is always 20/20.
Really bizarre for that to be
And
a
the
darkness
result?
point.
Without the word of power, Set's blessing, Wanda couldn't control the energy within the seal. It responded like these things often do. It exploded.
But the gate did not open?
No, it didn't. And as an unfortunate side effect of the blast, I was killed.
That was the training accident with Wanda?
A surprisingly level-headed explanation from the poor girl, considering what she had just witnessed. I was still out of my senses, but that's a story for another time.
You died. Wanda was left traumatized, only to be blamed by caretaker and left without anyone to support her.
I said things got messy. Perhaps I should have said heartbreaking. In either case, now you know the truth.
I don't like the fact that Agatha is looking directly into the
But
camera
what about
instead of
Sarah
at the
and
hunter.
Others? They need to know as well.
Given my current situation,
Okay, better.
I think it may have to wait, dear. If you'd still like to move forward, you'll need to find the shards of the broken moon seal. If all goes well, I should be able to reform the seal.
I believe I have found some pieces already.
Of course you have. There is one more piece left to find.
Okay, do we have no clues or anything? No idea. All right, that's fine. I'll do it myself. Caretaker's journal. It is a cold, late afternoon as I sit down to write today. A storm has all of us trapped inside the Abbey this day, and the snow falls heavier than I have seen in many years. It has brought a quiet to the afternoon that I cannot help but cherish. Nary a day passes without looking behind us, waiting for what we know is to come at any moment. And yet, this peace that I find with Agatha by my side gratifies me. She is good-natured, and there are fleeting moments where I can forget our difficulties and nearly let myself feel happy. I cannot help it. I cling to these moments. But I know they are just moments, and soon we will have to face our greatest enemy once again. I can't let myself become distracted as Lilith did. Okay. Also, gloss to credits, credits to gloss. So hey, we found a use for gloss. Okay, so we got that because not because it was connected to that, but because that was the last page of Caretaker's Journal. So there are mechanical, like significant mechanical rewards for finishing the collections. That's good to know. We have a blue chest over here that we may as well hit. One of Wanda's journal, which I think we're pretty close to completing as well, if I'm not mistaken. I can't believe the beauty of this greenhouse. It's overgrown, I know, but I can tell what was here once, long ago, when it was tended with love and care. I'm getting distracted. Focus, Wanda. The folly here is going to be a clue, I know it. I've been trying to figure out how I can get inside, but I'm not sure just yet. Agatha will be here any minute, and I hope she has an idea for how we can break in. Okay, there's one Wanda page left somewhere. Okay, not super easy to tell what's through there, but it is super easy to tell how we're going to manage it. I guess Wanda had not figured out these systems yet. I mean,
If his help was warranted, Hippus would provide.
basically just like trying it at random places in the greenhouse, because like so far they have chosen to
But has no answers.
so far they've chosen to have it mostly work through plants.
There's only
I'm actually
so
really
much Hippus
surprised
can
that that doesn't get purified, because that's exactly the sort of thing that is supposed to. All right, well, somewhere around here, in theory, there must be a way down to the ground. We did this already, right? Yeah, the symbol's
Autumn
gone
does
because
not
I
answer.
spent it. Yeah, there's definitely stuff down here, so there must be a way down. Does the map help at all? Sort of. I mean, that's the road. Right, but we know that there's the big cave-in. That is the problem there. One moon seal shard remaining, and in theory, if the pattern holds, it should just be sitting around here somewhere in a place that is opened by the reveal power, most likely. Is there anything I have missed?
Perhaps I ask too much of him.
So that is a road, right? Yes, that does lead to a place. Okay, I wouldn't expect for two of them to be held together, but I mean it's worth double checking, especially since it's been a couple of days since I recorded that last one. Well, that's very interesting. What is that? Floating stone with a bunch of skulls in it. So it's beyond this thing and beyond a bomb door as well. And that area is bomb doors on the other side too. Yeah, right. Okay. I mean, in theory, we can probably figure this out tonight, if not necessarily actually. There's definitely still magical noise emitting from here. It's probably just the moon seal sound, and they forgot to make it turn off when you actually collect the moon seal.
If
Yeah.
it was here, Autumn would show me.
Just another like little weird bit of sloppiness. Well, this is another bomb, I'm sure.
There must not be anything here.
Okay, what else could we be doing? There is the thing with the witch skulls, which probably is related to opening up the cave that Doctor Strange helped us get past the warding of. But I think we're only at about half of the skulls, right? Okay. That did work. Because this is the same person that's depicted in the statue in at Wanda's cabin. Or at Agatha's cabin, rather. Alright, just a bunch of pallets. Like, the rewards that we actually get from those, the non-credit rewards, are usually pretty crummy. But I should keep my eye out for other statues like that, especially on the parts of the grounds that we explored prior to me figuring this out. So we got the moon seal that was up here. Nothing else really jumps out at me as... Well, now that's interesting. Have I interacted with that? How do you get there? So the entrance to this cave is down here. Oh, it's behind the rock fall. Never mind. I don't suppose it'll let me fire it from up here?
Autumn thinks otherwise.
Shockingly, no, that didn't work. All right. Well, I can maybe do a little bit more off-camera investigation of this area. See if I can't find something. I'd like to work it out now though, because I'm sure the challenge that's beyond it will the challenge that is beyond the door, the moon seal door, will require at least a few attempts to pull off. And so I'd like to get working on that as quickly as possible. And this is just back to the previous area, right? Yeah. So we purified the water. It's interesting how sometimes when you do a reveal on a reveal space, it eliminates the symbol. It erases the thing, and sometimes it doesn't. And how are you supposed to know? Like, the inconsistency is strange, right? Wait. Oh, that's just the descriptor for the graveyard as a whole. I do want to look around and make sure we're not missing any other obvious purify locations as well here. Oh, yeah, here's one.
Hippus brings renewal.
Interesting.
This looks like one of the shards that Agatha asked me to find.
That's so weird. The two of them would be behind reveals and one of them would be behind an open, instead of distributing them evenly over the, like... What a bad design for no reason. What an opportunity to have a pleasing sort of sequence and symmetry. Just be like, nah, you know what? I don't want to do it that way. I don't want to have good ideas. All right, well, can she... She's gone already.
Mother.
Does revealing of this statue do anything?
Must not
No.
see it that way.
Okay, and Agatha has totally bailed on us already, so I guess let's go back to the Abbey.
I saw a listing for a 4-story block-up.
I knew you'd recover the shards if you put your mind to it, but that was still faster than I expected. I better get to work then. I'm confident I can return the moon seal to its former glory, but I'll have to send you on another errand. I need a particular flower to serve as the reagent for this ritual. It shouldn't be too hard to find. It grows right in front of my old cabin. While you gather that, I'll make the rest of the preparations.
Hooray! Fetch quests.
This must be the reagent that Agatha needs to restore the seal.
Wait, is that really all there was to it? I don't have to, like, figure anything out? Why even make me do that? I guess that it's like a way of gating whether or not you can do this by whether or not you've explored the map you have access to already thoroughly enough.
I have found the reagent.
So you have. Let's not waste any more time. For this to work, we'll need the elemental altar. Come with me. This is it, Hunter. Once I've reforged the seal, you can face the final trial. I'm sure Set is eagerly awaiting your arrival.
It has been a long road to reach this point.
Lucky for you, the ritual won't take more than a moment. I just need to say the magic words. Abracadabra. Just kidding, dear.
I am glad to know your situation did nothing to dampen your sense of humor.
Sarah is salty enough for the both of us. I like to keep things in balance. Now, let's get you a moon seal. I just hope Set doesn't mind a bit of refurbishment.
I will find out soon enough.
Just remember, Hunter, the answers we seek are almost within your grasp. Stay the course.
All right, so much needless teleporting around. All right, was it? It's this one, right? Nope, that's the one where the moon seal fragment was. Is it more? Wait, where is the damn thing? I definitely saw it already this episode. It's over here, probably. That would be my guess. You know, where Agatha is waiting for us. Which is to say, up on the hill. Nope. Okay. Can't jam myself through that huge gap, obviously. Physics, you know. Here we go.
Set's challenge will be the hardest. Are you ready?
Well, I don't know.
I am ready. Where Wanda failed, I will succeed.
That's my Hunter. Good luck, dear.
It doesn't seem like Wanda even tried this.
That is something.
Okay. Player level 16. We may just not be up to scale on this. And the last one was like numerically challenging. You know, if there's an equivalent of like the need to burn down those two big guys quickly, we will probably just be mathematically outside of capabilities. And in fact,
from the last trial, I told you that Hippus was consumed by his brother Set, who absorbed his power. It was this betrayal that showed the Elder Gods,
interesting.
including Chthon, the path towards their own corruption.
Yeah, and these dudes have 880 HP. Okay. Yeah, I think we are probably doomed here. I guess I should have rerolled looking for
Too weak for this fight.
looking for vulnerabilities first. That's probably some wasted damage. Or that's right, we have to generate a heroism to even use them all. Never mind. I will go ahead and push this because we need as much damage as we can get.
I am your
And then so we could add Howl to 2 of the single hit enemies, bite one of them for a card and a playback. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna matter. Let's give it a shot at least, I suppose.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Okay, I think we probably just drop this mall. I'm just looking for something else. I don't even know what, really. Yeah, some of this kind of stuff. That said, to give the hunter vulnerable right now would maybe be a bad idea. What items do I have? Taunt and salve. Okay. So we can whip you because you're marked. Probably gonna end up discarding the wild strike, which is annoying. And then I can kill the other dog with just our move. Yeah, this isn't awesome, but I do think it's about, well, I could just spend the rock to do it. That's probably a better move. What am I doing? Why spend a heroism and the card play and everything? It's like I was trying to get my card play back, but you don't have to do that if you haven't lost it in the first place. Is this gonna pull them both onto her? Because if so, I think that's actually what I want to happen here. And then we fortify. Okay, yeah, they do both read that as her dealing damage. Okay.
Welcome assistance.
And here's hoping. So there's no point in hitting him with the rock this turn. Because he's just gonna... the rock is not an attack, right? It's not like I need to do it right this second. So I think we just end turn and get pummeled really badly.
Hardly a scratch.
Okay, lots of puppies every turn. Oh. Interesting. You know, that's not super helpful if you don't tell me what blood hunger does.
I don't think we'll be seeing any serpent men, but in
Oh,
his heyday,
interesting.
Seth created his own personal army, much like Lilith and her children. He seemed to have an unusual fascination with Earth's various reptile species.
You know, the way that's worded is a little ambiguous. I wonder if we brought an item that causes bleed, if we could redirect them to fight the other enemies with it. All right, so I want to redraw looking for... Ah, shit, right, I forgot that that's how that works. I want to redraw looking for Maul. I gotta remember that resource. Okay, we don't get it. I'm gonna have her last sight anyway, so she was gonna be concealed, but I've just sort of wasted that thing. All right, let's definitely knock a couple of these dudes out. Yep, thank you. I could howl. Howl everybody. And then use Bite to find some more cards here.
Now that was something. Leave some for the rest of us.
Alright, Whip is not what we were looking for. And actually, without the vulnerability, I'm not going to be able to Wild Strike Last Sight into a kill, am I? Probably not. If any soulbound unit has health at the end of the turn, automatically revive and equally distribute health between all soulbound units. So it's going to cause constant health equalization. So I want to focus more on this guy then. Ah, darn it. I was trying to... If we could have hit somebody with this rock, it would have allowed us to move the hunter for free into a position where I probably could have vaulted off of this thing for the kill. Or not for the kill, but for a bunch of damage. As things stand, my feeling is we probably do not have the ability to Last Sight. And so I'm probably just dead. The thing is, I don't want to Wild Strike. Need to get through 500 health. Yeah. I don't want to Wild Strike because her gaining vulnerable is going to be very, very bad news. I guess, actually, maybe it's fine. Maybe the play is Wild Strike, then heal her, then use the, we have the taunt item, right? Yeah, use the taunt item to just draw this thing's aggro onto the dog. Let the dog take a drop here.
There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her
Yep,
minions.
it hurts.
That time has clearly passed. Behold the light's gift. The advantage is mine.
Those things are trivial to build, right? I'm not too worried about spending that in a place where it probably doesn't matter in the long run.
If you believe everything an old witch will tell you, when the now corrupt Set descended upon the earth, he used the prevailing reptiles of the time, dinosaurs, to create his physical form.
Your mother abandons you.
I wonder if there's a version of this where even though I don't have the math, I get by on just killing enough of these dogs and becoming concealed enough times. Because you can see how it would happen, right? You're at 328. I cannot kill you, I don't think. Let's redraw the bites. We drew the Wild Strike again. That's actually really interesting. That means we can kill this guy. I'm going to redraw this bite as well. Okay, yeah. So, like, Wild Strike plus hit him with this rock plus Last Sight will actually be lethal. I can use my move to kill you. We have a quick slash for you.
Feel my call.
It's not going to work this time, right? I think I'm still dead this time, but yeah, this is this is exactly the right amount of damage.
Servants of Lilith. I'm afraid you might not make it back from this place. Once again, servants.
It's true, your soul is quite bound. But you still died, technically. And then I just end the turn. Right, it's not actually valuable for me to do more things. I could wake the dog now. I don't know that it matters much because it's free anyway. And if I wake the dog now, then stuff can target him. So I think I just end turn. Yeah, so I drew the last sight
For
again.
those lumbering beasts, when autumn came to destroy
So I just
Set,
have to get 4 kills
the
this
ensuing
turn,
battle
which
lasted for
should be very
thousands of
easy to do.
years, and drove them to extinction alongside their fallen admirer.
The untold price of being favored by the elderly.
Right, that's 13 Lilin. Here's 14, 15.
Return to your mother.
And then last sight the dog for 16. I could go bigger, but there's no reason to, right? I mean, I guess, yeah, like Obsidian Collar. I guess there's no reason not to as well. We just like shove the dog to death. And then Obsidian Collar, the Wild Strike for 1 billion. Yeah. How much health do you have? Too much for that to be a good idea.
This shall be of great help.
Oh, actually, that's really awkward. Oh, he's not even attacking. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, this worked out really badly, actually. Hold on a second. Let me redraw off the Fortify. Because, like, they're low enough on health that the Wild Strike just kills them outright. But here's the thing. If I just kill you outright with the Wild Strike, then I'm at 211 health and I'm only being attacked by 1 enemy. This guy doesn't have... These two don't have any attack targets. So I think I might still be okay. Let me redraw off one of the whips as well. I just want to see all the cards I'm entitled to here. I can heal myself at this moment for even more cards. Just to make sure like we're as healthy as possible. I want to make sure that I'm not going to die because I put myself in a position where Last Sight can't actually kill anything. Because everything dies to the Wild Strike. Right, 360 is going to put you on 218. So I'd have to deal 100-something damage and then Last Sight you. Yeah, which doesn't feel like it's going to happen.
The light will heal you. The advantage is mine.
Okay, cool. Cards for my dog. And I have more healing in hand. I can play cards for my dog. Does it make sense to do so? There's no version of this where I get to use the environment. There's no reason not to wake the dog. We could do... Yeah, 43 plus is not going to be better than 72. I think I'm just going to Wild Strike one of the enemies who is targeting me. It gives me vulnerability, but it also puts me at full health with only one thing targeting me. Yep, I hear you. And then, does it matter terribly what I do here? There's no version of this where I actually do any, like, meaningful amount of damage to anyone, right? If I knock this guy into myself, yeah, it's not going to put him anywhere near the kill threshold. I did screw this up pretty bad by calculating wrong. Actually, hold on a second. You're still alive. Am I allowed to hit you? No. That's a shame.
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
Yeah, waking the dog, not waking the dog shouldn't make a difference. I guess I'm just going to hit you for as much as I can hit you for. Because why not?
Blade mention your mother. Apparently she is promiscuous.
Alright, and then this guy's going to hit me, hopefully, for less than 260 damage. Wow. Oh, I taunted him when I hit him, didn't I? Well, it doesn't really matter. Like, if we get this tomorrow night instead of tonight, I think it's okay. The important thing is we figured out that this is actually totally doable, even with us being way outside the numbers, because of the our ability to conceal ourselves twice trivially, maybe 3 times, depending on how the draws go. I just have to remember to actually use that that redraw into concealment thing at a time when it's actually useful, instead of accidentally triggering it on a turn when it doesn't do anything. And it's probably for the best that we didn't get it that night, because that means that there's actually going to be like a mission in this episode, which there otherwise wouldn't have been. I do feel like taunting an enemy shouldn't make it attack you if it wasn't attacking that turn already. Like, taunt is a target change, right? But whatever, it doesn't really matter. Everybody wants to talk, but not in a way that's like useful, right? Just conversations. If it was hangout stuff, it would be one thing. But I think we're cool to just go to bed here.
Told me about the Aztecs.
Right, let's go have a quick look at the cauldron recipe. I forgot to do this during the night. The cauldron recipe for gloss to credit conversion. Okay, so it requires 1 to go Everbloom, and it only produces 50 credits. Which is to say, actually, it's almost certainly useless. Good to know, at least.
Hello.
Okay, we have a message from Robbie. Why do we have a message from Robbie?
That much big asshole energy can't hide for long.
Is it a message about, like, shop class? Oh, did we level up our friendship with Robbie again already?
Been putting the pedal to the Hydra metal, huh, Hunter? Haven't seen the Hellrite this fired up since, well, ever. I thought she could use a little tune-up, and we could use a little break to catch up.
What is on your mind, Robbie?
Robbie, are you leaning through the
Honestly,
window of your car?
Just wanted to say thanks. I was starting to feel like a fifth wheel around here for a while. But lately, not so much. Even old Sparky agrees. Well, both of us just wanted to say thanks. Nice to feel useful. Know what I mean?
Darkness.
Normally, I would not advise anyone to listen to the demon inside of their head.
I know.
But in this case, you are both welcome. And your help has been much appreciated.
Feelings mutual, Hunter. From both of us. Who would have thought a 300-year-old demon hunter from Old Salem, Massachusetts, hanging with the spirit of vengeance from East LA in a magically restored transient abbey as, you know, friends?
Stranger things have happened. And will happen, I am sure.
And I look forward to all of them.
Being very nonchalant about the apocalypse that's supposed to be occurring. Okay, interesting.
Hunter, I have a feeling we're gonna go on lots of adventures.
I don't know that I feel like it makes a lot of... Like, I don't think that's going to be terribly meaningful. Like, temporarily increasing your max HP inside of a mission. Okay. We're going to spend gloss on 2 things per day. What is it that you need, Logan?
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Lilith, the collar, your powers. How does a kid deal with all that? Well, probably by gaining a Hunter Dark Ability Epic. Caretaker pushed me hard. I owe her for that. I realize now how capable she helped me become. Yeah, that's not really how that
Thanks,
works.
Hunter.
Apply to Berserk. What is Berserk? What is Berserk? Let's say I was going to drop... I don't know. Sorry, I have to press an edit deck button. Really? You can't just... There we go. Makes the target attack nearby units as their next action. So you throw this on an enemy that is near other enemies. What does it upgrade to? 3 Berserk, but it costs 4. I mean, it's expensive, but it's not bad, certainly. All right. So we definitely want to, while we're here, I want to make sure I modify this deck. We want to throw in... This Wild Strike is the worst of our Wild Strikes. We have 2 other Wild Strikes I would rather use. And I might, like, drop... As much fun as Forceful Knockback is, maybe we drop a Whip for another Wild Strike. Oh, well, Wild Strike's an attack, though. Right, Kate? You only have, yeah, maximum 4 attacks allowed. So if we wanted to... I should definitely be running Bladestorm. I haven't fiddled with the deck in a while, it looks like. Do I not have... I don't have another Quick Slash. I might drop the other Quick Slash then. For the other... For the draw a card Wild Strike. Or, you know, probably for the upgraded Wild Strike, and then we'll just burn this one. We kill people with this fairly frequently. It would be nice to, It would be nice to have the mod. Gosh, and Holy Burst too. We have so many... There's so many cards I want to run on her all of the time. Yeah, what if we ran Holy Burst instead? Fortify's pretty good. The fact is, as our deck has continued to get better, as our decks have gotten better with everybody, discard a random card has started to feel worse and worse. Whip is a dark aligned card, but if we're playing Last Sight and we're cutting if we're cutting a Whip for Wild Strike, the other Wild Strike, then we're maintaining the amount of Dark Alliance. We could run Mindbreaker. Making an enemy not pay attention to us is actually pretty high value. We should probably run Mindbreaker. This is a lot of heroism cost, but we build a lot of heroism. That happens. And the question is, like, would I... And that's a Dark Aligned card as well. And the question is, would I cut Fortify or Heal in order to play the other Wild Strike? Because, gosh, Wild Strike's pretty good is the thing. Drawing a card is certainly... Yeah, I think I'd rather keep Heal than Fortify. Fortify is very good sometimes, but only sometimes. Deal a crazy amount of damage to the enemy and probably draw a card is good pretty much all the time. Alright, I like Shadowstalker, I like my Obsidian Collar, I just need to remember to use them appropriately. And with even more cards in our deck that conceal us, it is even more feasible for us to
Haven't been this sore since, well,
words.
let's do this.
To avoid dealing with the consequences of our actions for more turns in the set challenge. So I need to upgrade this one very badly. We need to make an attack. We need to make some attack essence, and we can turn cards into attack essence in that screen. Let's focus on continuing to max out as best we can here.
No magic, right? Now I see what all the fuss is about.
All right, Nico's level 13. All right, so because like we have some cards that I'm not going to use, right? But they have to be attack cards specifically. I can't see us equipping Holy Flame. That caused Magic to message us. She was like, wait, what can you do with the cards? That's incredible. All right, so now that we've got
Time
that,
to take it to the next level.
let's make sure that we upgrade this. Is it going to let me choose which
We've
card
got
to
plenty of
spend?
tricks for old dogs. No
I guess
excuses.
it's going to be the one that we don't have equipped, right? So it'll expend the other upgraded one.
New and improved.
Yeah, because this card's great. Hold on. I feel compelled to check. Yes, it did not consume the one out of our deck. So it ate the other upgraded one, which is what I wanted it to do. Or wait, did we have even more than I thought? Well, we really should upgrade this one as well, right? I guess it's less pressing. And then there's all of these. God, if we wanted to just upgrade all of our cards, it would be incredibly expensive. Was I not just messaged by Ilyana? That's an old message. Or no, it wasn't a private message. It was she added something to the timeline. Ah, okay. It was a coincidence. Wait, what's the right way? What's the... Okay, neither one of them says whether they are doing the overhand or not. Keeping the cat from ruining it would require you to mount it in the underhand configuration, which I don't actually have any strong feelings about, but I would say it's probably objectively correct if you have a cat. All right, let's get this out of the way.
I just hope this is what you were
Hooray.
expecting, Hunter.
We learned how to make the Book of the Vishanti. The nanotech weave item schematic is like totally fine. Can't do this because we have to craft an epic Ghost Rider ability. Hold on, but we just got the ability to craft stuff, right? So
I can feel the mystical energy.
maybe let's go have a look at it and see if we can do that. Collect blueprints, bring them to the forge. Oh, do we have any blueprints? Okay. So we do have one epic blueprint. I'm sure we picked that up at some point, and because I didn't know what it was, I didn't pay much attention to it.
Keep us occupied?
So what if we crafted an epic Ghost Rider ability? This is what his deck looks like now. So we can only craft more copies of a thing we already have?
All right, here's the plan.
So we have to earn an epic Ghost Rider ability first, I guess?
Transform it into something useful.
That seems like a
That's all I can expect of your
strange way for it to
contribution,
work.
No materials analysis, no tactical projections, nothing.
Okay, yeah. Seems like a strange way for it to work, but also it seems like the way it works.
What have you got for me, boss?
Well, maybe we'll get one here.
Sometimes I even impress myself.
Ooh, that's interesting. Like we needed more good cards for the hunter. That's really not very interesting. That's whatever. I really wish that you could see. Okay, we have to pull up the details. So, cannot act after using this ability. Is that he cannot act after using this ability, or my whole team is done for the rest of the turn? It's probably just him. Like, obviously, you're replacing him with a drop, so he's not going to be on the table anymore. That's probably how that works, but it should be worded in such a way that
I
it's
feel
not
like I could
ambiguous.
automate this process and take myself out of the loop here.
Gains an additional effect when all attacks in the chain target a single enemy. Okay. That's actually a really good card. Like a really good basic attack. Yeah, we're taking that for sure. And then, would I play this? The question is, would I play this? It's not bad, but is it better than... Well, I don't think that Hell Ride's actually very good. And I don't think that Straight to Hell's very good, so I guess I'm taking this either way. Pretty bummed about that, though. And if we're not going to be able to get this thing done, then we may as well commit to one of these other things. I don't care that much about the nanotech weave, so I guess let's get the other suit. Do we get to see what these... Nope, we don't. Okay.
Ah, yes.
That's fine.
thought
We'll
you would
find out
choose
when
that
it's
one.
done. Where's my dog? I should remember to pet my dog. Because we also need dog to level up.
Just like you wanted.
If we had some rookies, I'd say send them out for the experience. But I think we're past that.
So, because this doesn't have a target, I'm assuming it's a 50% chance to apply one marked to each enemy that's hit. Which seems pretty good, right? That's actually a really great mod for that. Here comes the... Look out, here comes that Iron Man. I do not have, sadly, 26 intel. Well, we better fix that. Do I have all my war room upgrades? No, we didn't build the Kree processor because we were out of money.
Good to me.
That doesn't look like it changed anything at all.
Unless I get...
Okay, so we probably want to do an intel cache mission if one is available. I'm not allowed to look because they want me to talk to Caretaker for story beats. I guess let's do it.
It's good.
This isn't working.
The map table? Should I get Tony?
No, I mean Midnight Suns, Avengers, and now X-Men. The Abbey. None of it's working.
For real, just like put a
And I
little
have no
effort
one to
into...
blame but myself.
Is she going to be disconcerted by me attempting to joke with her? Also, this is not like... Given this text with the word joke next to it, I have no idea what's going to happen because that's not a joke and nothing that is like logically equivalent to this would be a joke. So she's going to go off on some insane thing that we have no way of predicting. I guess I'm curious enough about what it will be to click on it.
I have been saying that since you woke me up.
Leave the crappy stand-up for Tony, kiddo. There are
Yeah, that still
bigger
wasn't a
issues.
joke.
3 teams under the same roof, all fighting for different reasons. Nothing to bring us together.
It's not too late to change that. If Agatha were here, she'd tell me... Oh, it doesn't matter. She isn't here.
I don't feel like Agatha's thing is mine to reveal.
If she were here, what do you think she would tell you to do?
To stop being so stubborn. That bringing everyone together is long overdue.
And that she loves you.
Yes.
So, what now?
I'm calling a meeting.
When?
Tonight. I'll spread the word. Find me after your mission. We can go there together.
Aw.
All right.
Well, that's going to get in the way of my extracurricular activities. Okay, so there's nothing going on in New York. The next story mission is... Okay, we have to do something else first anyway. So yeah, let's go get an intel cache. Oh, I want an artifact too. Which one do I want more? Honestly, probably the artifact. Yeah, it's not a big deal if hero ops get paused for a little while. We are way behind on research levels. Knock 3 enemies through portals. That's probably not going to happen, and I don't care about that reward, so. We definitely want to bring the hunter because we just want to keep gaining XP. So who else? Just keep earning friendship XP. Did Magic finish opening the portal and then immediately T-pose? I guess it was more of an A pose, really, but it did look like she just completely lost her bones there. This game has some issues. Hey, look, it's an agent.
One of the Hydra operatives in this area has been transmitting unusual signals back to their base of operations.
Coming at me?
Okay. Alright, maybe we could stop slowly displaying. There we go.
Insight into Hydra's plans.
Not a problem.
Well, feels like create a portal, you know, that is aimed at this thing. Makes a lot of sense. And then we just soul blast some nerd through it. Don't know if it matters particularly who. You don't even really have that much HP. Alright, let's just drop you.
I am ready. $40. That was not nearly as good as I wanted it to be. Dog's got 146. So pretty much everybody else is paying attention to Nico. Gaining concealment here is not actually going to be all that helpful. You do 180 damage to break the, Yeah, I mean, we may as well, right? Just get this out of the way. Because that'll break the protected state, and we just take them into control now.
They can regain their bearings.
Spawning a bunch of reinforcements is a little bit scary, but I have the ability to to conceal her if she becomes targeted by too many things. To hide from the vulnerability.
Excellent work. But I doubt Hydra will let you walk off with their agents so easily. Stay alert.
Yep, no, I know. There's
We need to take care of the rest of these thugs.
so many dialogue boxes and so much garbage, and none of it really amounts to anything. And it all happens so slowly. So let's go ahead and get some redraws here, because I would love to I'd love to find another quick card. Yeah, that's not really appropriate to what we're doing. Okay. Not so good. Let's then... Last sight does 108, which is... You know, it is enough to take that guy off the table. I mean, let's go ahead and do that. We'll make Nico's life a little easier.
Hell.
And then we also have a little bit of movement here, so we can kill this thing, I'm sure. Yeah.
I could have made that so much worse.
I don't think I particularly need to do anything else. We have another move. Are these are vaults, not slides? This one's a slide. Can I do a slide that matters? I could reposition for the slide. So the answer is maybe.
Prepare.
I feel pretty good about that.
Don't come back.
By her command!
You're mine.
Oh, I'm not gonna forget you.
Okay, that thing doesn't have enough HP left for it having counter to be meaningful.
Even in numbers, you are nothing to me.
Okay, so that's the stun detonator. It actually hits a fair number of enemies. But I guess we don't have any proper knockback. Are you... Yeah, you're weak for the whole turn. Let's redraw the swarm then. Curse is kind of crummy. We probably don't need Holy Burst right now. I definitely don't need Hero Combo. Let's drop that as well. Okay, so just some crummy stuff in here. This guy has our key card, so if I want whatever's in that box, it'd be a pretty decent idea to focus up. I really wish I had a little bit more just like raw damage. These things have 72. So, you know, Holy Burst would not be bad. Alright, I'm gonna move you just kind of near this thing.
We'll have to do.
Magic is fun. I like magic a lot.
Now that was something.
Can you smack this guy into that?
That's right.
Alright, that's a lot of damage. And then That works out very well, I think. Can I get the heal as well? If I get the heal, it looks like I have to lose a target. I can't get all 4 of them and her. Yeah. All right. Well, I'd rather kill all the enemies.
I can handle it.
The history books really didn't do you justice.
And then also we have a stun. I guess you're not immune to stun.
Let's try this. Go along now, you're outmatched.
The way he just went down like a sack of potatoes was very fun. Are you a... No. The angles on these things are so small. Okay, we won't be able to kill anything else. I think that's going to have to do. Ooh. Okay, that was pretty real.
For victory!
I did not foresee you being able to do summoning and also attack for that amount of damage.
Over the years, Lilith's disciples have come in many forms.
All right, let's find some attacks. You know, I don't like this card generally, but I think it's actually pretty okay here. Yeah, let's go ahead and employ and empower.
This one's for you.
So the revive's free, we may as well.
A chance at revenge.
How big is the area for Blade Storm? It's fairly big. I think this is the most sensible place to use it.
All who serve Lilith will fall.
Yeah, that's fun.
You should be the one treating the rest of us.
And then you do kind of a lot of damage. It's probably true for this guy too. There's a question of which one of them gets mind controlled. Let's do this one.
As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
Part of the reason I wanted to do that was I thought Nico was close enough to maybe be the closest remaining unit to this thing. I did not actually get far enough away. So I'm a little worried about that. There's nothing we can do about it, right? We don't have another... Yeah. Well, we don't have a way of moving her, so it is what it is. There's no... Yeah, there's nothing for me to move to. Let's just hope that she chooses to attack that guy. I think he's a little closer than Nico is, maybe. What? That was so much less damage. Huh. That is interesting. So it doesn't take their existing turn, it gives them an extra turn.
on which they do a useful thing, on which they do the thing that's good for you. That really is, it's very counterintuitive and also, like, literally not what the text says.
Still want to fight?
Okay. Well... Can't get you to the enemy that would make sense to attack with that. Obsidian color is not very good here. Let's drop Nico's cards. Okay. So we can kill anything we want here. I think I am going to go ahead and heal magic.
The light will heal you. It is all coming back to me.
Do I want to do that portal? Probably. Mindbreaker is like a lot less exciting than I thought it was going to be. Alright, so I'm up to 190. I don't actually even... No, I still do have to use the obsidian collar to kill you with this. Well, I think I'm going to.
The advantage is mine. You had no chance to escape. Weak, even for Hydra.
I'm going to create a limbo portal back here. Am I going to point it at the dog? I'm not going to do enough damage to kill her with the dog, so I'm going to point it at the hole. This is probably not going to work, but we can at least hope. We can take a shot, right? And then I'm going to move you over to where you're only by the enemies. Now, you know, 31% is actually not as bad as I was thinking. Okay. Well, now you're over by them with your berserkness.
More dangerous than ever.
That's fun. We get to try again, basically. Alright. I'm gonna do it from here. And then I'm gonna use my move to push you. Damn. Taking the 1 and 3 multiple times, actually, like, in the end, the math was not terrible on that maybe working one of those times. You can't really interact with any of this other stuff, so I guess we're good. She should still have had one berserk on her, right? It just didn't happen. Okay. So I might take that berserk card out of the deck then, because it doesn't do what I want, or indeed anything a lot of the time, it seems like.
A pathetic attempt at intimidation.
Well, so the Holy Burst gets me 1 kill while damaging some other enemies. Damaging an other enemy. Does it heal the hunter? It says each ally, so I would assume it doesn't.
You are lucky to still be brave.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't. And somehow I still have a point of vulnerable on me, which is bad news.
Was that truly your best?
Yeah, not my most immediate concern. In fact, I'm gonna turn that into a different card. Well,
I will make this quick.
that was a pretty decent draw, actually.
Hydra standards have fallen a great deal.
So now it's just you and me. And I'm gonna redraw this. Get myself a little bit of invisibility. Look at that, I did the thing on purpose this time. I guess I should have played Wild Strike first. I was like, well, it's not going to kill her, so I want to save it, but she's the last enemy, so what would be the point of saving it? In any case, here it goes.
You can all join Lilith together.
Okay, got myself another invisibility, which is good fun. Let's go ahead and open the crate, I guess. That's cool. That's a fun reward.
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
Oh, am I vulnerable? Alright, yeah, that's real bad news for this remaining witch. And then, I don't know if... I'm gonna assume that doing a move attack would break my stealth, so... Okay, that is exactly the sort of thing I was looking for.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith. You were too weak for this fight.
Does this power up... Okay, it's just any attack card. But it's attack specifically, not just like card. Well, I can play the heal on myself no matter what, right? That's not going to break my stealth. Because it's not a targeted attack. Well, maybe I'm wrong. It does seem to have revealed me. Despite the fact that it shouldn't have by the text of stealth. That's not very good. That'll work.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Alright, well, our hunter is hilariously
Looks
overpowered.
like you've got the agent in custody. Better clear out before Hydra sends a search party.
The rest of our units need to have their decks refined, but the hunter can carry pretty seriously. See, the thing is, everybody who goes on a mission with her is going to die because she is going to constantly be stealthed and never taking her share of the damage. But she will survive, and then she will just carry them home, and we'll put them in the sauna, and everything will be fine. Y'all are good, right? They're good. They seem fine. All right. You can hold on. We're not doing your thing yet. I think this right here is where we call it for today. That's loading very smoothly. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, I'm definitely going to be trying to just go to that set challenge and take it down, which should be absolutely no problem. But we'll see if maybe I have to resolve this caretaker thing first. Fingers crossed that we will be able to attempt it at least next episode, because if we can try it, I'm pretty sure we'll beat it, even though we're below the level, thanks to trickery and japes. And we'll see you then.